2 minutes? That's all I deserve. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank God I made it. Yes. I would like to thank all of you for coming out and sharing this important event with me. I look at all of you wonderful people out there, and I was wondering, I did not know that I would see these many eyes looking at me. Today is a bittersweet moment for me. I have worked over 40 years in public service. For the last 29 years, I worked with the Inkster Housing Commission, and I have enjoyed my service to many families. Floyd B. Simmons was the executive director, and Mrs. Mabel Foster was the state manager. They mentored me as I began my career in assisted housing for moderate and low-income families. Later, Tony L. Love became the executive director. I'd like to thank all of them for believing in me to make affordable housing for many families. Also assisting in other areas of their lives to help them to understand that it is very important that they have a responsibility to take care of themselves as well as their families. Amen. To be role models for themselves, to be a role model for others. My staff was the best. They exemplified leadership in their roles. Whenever anyone come to the Inkster Housing Commission, they are the first phase that they would see, and they had to be professional at all times. They were loyal and committed to their jobs. Whenever we had a task to do that took all of us to complete it, we would gather around the big table until it was done. I'd like to say thanks to Melanie, Lakia, Latana, Latoria, Ken, Tracy, Alethea, Sadie, and Michael, whom they said was my favorite. And for all of those who worked prior with me, Reginald Bradley and Jeannie, to the administration, the county department, and maintenance, thanks for your staff also. The Inkster Housing Commission received a great gateway grant from the Department of Education, which allowed us to provide a computer learning center for adults and children. Later, the Inkster Housing Commission received a $1 million grant for a family investment center that was housed in Lemoyne Gardens. This was a successful and valuable program for many families. Resident council continued to provide, being a role of bringing agencies to provide services to assist the residents in writing resumes, job search, computer skills, and many other opportunities for them to become family self-sufficient. Thanks to Bobby Wallace, Yvonne Moore, Tracy Outlaw, and many others. I would like to tell you a story about a family. This was a single mother who lived in Parkside Estates. She had 3 sons. There is a program with the federal government that states that if a family receives a job, whether it be in Ford Motor Company, McDonald's, or wherever, the Inkster Housing Commission could not increase their rent for 1 year. Hypothetically, just to say her rent was $100 a month. Her rent stayed that way for 1 year. And after a year was up, we could only use half of their yearly income for 1 more year, and thereafter they would be on flat rent. The families had to come into the office once a year for their annual review of their family composition, and their income. By this time, her 3 sons was over 18 years of age. And as I was walking across the waiting area, I looked and I saw them, and I had a conversation with them. By that time, all of her 3 sons was in college. I was so proud to see what young men that they had become. And that was evident to me that the system worked. To my seniors at the Twin Towers, I will miss your faces and your smiles when we had Christmas programs for you. You will always have a special place in my heart. Agencies and churches plays a big role in the community. As you know, without agencies and churches, there will be no community. I can say some of them assisted in every area of our family needs, just to name a few. Inkster Parks and Recreation, Human Development, United Way, Wayne Metro, the Marine Corps, Toys for Tots, Starfish, Kidney Foundation, and many others. Many of our residents sometimes could not afford their obligation to paying their rent, nor their utility bills. I knew I could count on Spring Hill Baptist Church with Reverend Oscar R. Carter, St. Clement's Episcopal Church, Father Ellis Clifton, Gethsemane Missionary Baptist Church, who is Dr. Johnny Duffy, which is my church. Over the years, I went to Gethsemane and asked for assistance for someone, and there were many times. I knew that they would help. However, there was one time in December, I went and asked for them to pay for one of my residents' monthly rent. And I was told, don't you know that we give a community dinner each year and the budget has already been planned. But believe me, the family's rent got paid. Thank you. The police department is an invaluable help. Whenever we needed them, even for a meeting or for an incident that occurred in any of our developments, they were there. I remember one day there was a problem on Henry Street. There's about 10 homes there. I went there alone this day. I told everyone if this problem did not stop, I was going to evict everyone and start all over again. But by the time, I did not call the police, but by the time I finished, I looked around. There were about 4 police cars. They asked me, Ms. Carter, is everything all right? That's when I knew they had my back. The fire department. The fire department met with many of our residents to discuss how to put out fires and how to have an escape route in the case of a fire. And whenever we would have activities for our families, they would come out with their trucks and let us tour the bus and their equipment, and they would tell us how the equipment worked, on how they save lives as well as how they put out fires. I had the opportunity to go before 2 judges, Judge Sylvia James and Judge Sabrina Johnson. They used the bench for equal opportunity for everybody. And I have worked with one attorney who was Milt Pokowski, who taught me many areas of the law on how to make good decisions for the Inkster Housing Commission. I thank him for that. This was my third home from home, my third home from home. Judge Johnson always treated me as if I was one of the family members. Whenever they would have a function, they would always invite me. There was one time when they had an event, I wasn't invited, but before I knew it, I had got a special delivery invitation to the Inkster Housing Commission. So Judge Johnson, when she heard that I had left Inkster Housing, she had Grace Stewart to call me to inform me that she was having a luncheon for me And I told her, Grace, she does not have to do that. Grace said, this is what the judge wanted to do for you. And I hesitated, of course, but I had to say yes. Because if I knew that if I did not come, she was going to send Officer Brown with the summons to have me to come to court. So I did not want to go before her that way. Some of my family members and my pastor went with me to my private luncheon with her and her staff. When she talked to me, she said to me, your legacy will never be forgotten. And she presented me with 30 dozen of roses from her staff. Not 30 dozen, I'm sorry. 3 dozen of roses. I wouldn't know where to put them if I had that many. But they felt like 30 dozen to me, so it really didn't matter. I want to thank her and her staff because they thought enough for me to do that. My family is very important to me because without family, there will be no me. And I would like to thank my brothers, Hubert, Ernest, Don, Cepeda, and John. My sisters, Vanessa, Glenda, and Dorothy. And to all of my family members, thank you so much for your continuous support and love. Special thanks to my brother Hubert and his wife Denise. Every Christmas at the Twin Towers, she would always bake dessert, and they will always bring food to help serve my residents at the Twin Towers. Thank you. That was after they retired from General Motors, both of them. My thanks to my son Anthony, my grandson DeAndre, for sharing me with all of you. Whenever I would cook for the staff, they always told me, Mama, you make ice cream better for them than you do us. I just smile. I am so proud of my grandson, DeAndre, who has completed his 3rd year at Eastern Michigan University. He is majoring in exercise science. He is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, as you can see. His brother Devin is a senior in high school. Devin has been an A student ever since he's been in high school. So you know where Devin is going. Special thanks to all of you who said kind words about me today. To the City of Inkster Mayor Byron Nolan, former Mayor Hilliard Hampton Jr., councilmen and women, Inkster Housing Commissioners, Judge Sabrina Johnson, City of Wayne Mayor Susan Rowe, Wayne County Commissioner Al Hayes. Again, thank all of you for sharing this important moment with me, because all of you have played a very important role in my life. I just want to leave this with you. I will continue to travel back to Hawaii, and I will do whatever I want. I might be retired from being a professional public service worker, but I will always be a servant to others. From my experience in working in public service, I have learned so much about human behavior and how different we are in many ways, as well as how alike we really are. We as public workers should never, must never tell clients words like you cannot, you won't, and I will not. We must always speak to people we serve with respect, kindness, caring, sharing, dignity, and love. Because we all are somebody.
That's right.
As President Barack Obama said, and I quote, yes, we can. I say yes, we can reach out and give everyone the opportunity to succeed in life. Yes, we can help you become what you aspire to be in life. Yes, we can help you obtain your dreams and your goals. I look back over a speech that I wrote on April the 26th, 1994, and I quote, I can. I have an attitude toward negativism. It does not take a genius to think negatively because it comes easily for us. It takes commitment and practice to think positively. As you leave here this afternoon, I would like for all of you to think, yes, I can. Yes, I will help others as I travel through my life journey. And you can say, as I am saying here to you today, I did help others. I look at Linda Chapman, Karen Donald, Kelly Boone, Jeff Wilder, and many others who came back to say thank you. Because after all, I am my brother's keeper. When you know that you're giving all of your best in serving others, this is the greatest gift of time. Thank you. God love you. I love you. And God bless America.
I just want to say that it's not 30 dozen, but it's from the heart.
Thank you all so much.